Hey guys, Soul Closet here, back making another video, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Steam Link. The Steam Link is a little piece of hardware developed by Valve for use with the Steam gaming platform that I think came out in late 2015. It's not too old, either way. And its only real purpose is to plug into a TV or monitor elsewhere in your home or wherever you are, and stream games over the internet connection within your house or place of operation from a more powerful computer. The Steam Link in itself does not run, I don't believe it runs a full installation of SteamOS. It's not a Steam machine. It doesn't have its own graphics card or anything. It has basically the bare minimum processing power to smoothly play back, I believe, 1080p, 60 hertz video, basically, with very low latency over your internet connection locally, and allow you to relay your input, in effect, playing your games remotely within the same connection. So it doesn't work over the internet. You can't be at your friend's house and stream games from your computer. This is for Steam in-home sharing, if you're familiar with that part of the Steam platform. And it uses big picture mode to be controller first in terms of the interfacing, but it will obviously work with a mouse and keyboard, as you can play mouse and keyboard games with it. So let's get this open. I've already taken the liberty of removing the tape from the various sections of it. Sorry, this is a little dark. So you open it up and you get, focus, you get a little Steam logo here. You get a quick start guide. Put that to one side. You also get a product guide. Not sure what that is. Probably just legal safety stuff. And then you get the Steam Link itself. So, like all good reviewers and unboxers, we're going to put the actual thing you care about to the side and look at all the boring things first. So let's take out the box here. It's got two little finger holes. That's nice. And I'll just close this up for now. Okay. I'm really hoping you can see anything in here because it's all black. So you open this up. Again, it would have been taped. Okay, let me kind of tilt this your way. Okay, so we've got three non-US plugs here. This product, like most things consumer electronics-wise outside of Asia, is, you know, kind of US first, I guess. The plug that comes on the actual AC adapter is a US 2-prong plug, but it does include handy adapters for the various European countries. I'm not an expert, I live in the US, but I believe this one is German? Don't quote me on that. I know that this is the UK standard plug with the dummy third prong there because it's just plastic filled in. And this, I think, is the standard European one. But again, I don't live in Europe, so I may be wrong. Let's just slot those back in there. I don't need them. Okay. So, we pull this open, and we've got our cables. So I'm going to take this out of here. Take that little piece of plastic out. Oh boy. How am I going to get this out of here? Okay. First, okay, it includes a little nicely wrapped Ethernet cable, which honestly is so pretty. I know you can't really see, because the light isn't very good in here, but it's just very nicely wrapped. I'm not going to be using it, because I don't really have very much use for the Steam Link, as the only good computer in my house is mine, and I don't have a separate TV. But you know, it was $1 when I got it, so why not? Anyway, this Ethernet cable, pretty nice. Let's put that to the side. And we've got the power adapter, which is obnoxiously ingrained into this entire box. It's really a nightmare, and this is the only part of the packaging I've found I don't like. It's kind of awful, because the cardboard is attached and stuck. So let's see. You've got the cable that comes with it, with the US power prongs slotted in. It's just like a MacBook charger, if you're familiar. in the way that slot's on there. And then you've got whatever this is. Ah, I see. This is a nicely wrapped HDMI cable. So it comes with an HDMI and an Ethernet, and then the power adapter with the various European plugs that I seem to have just made vanish. What the hell? Oh, they're in the box over here. Alright. That was very confusing. So for now, I'm just going to take this mess and put it off camera because you don't need to be looking at it. So, alright. So, we've got the cabling over here. We've got the device right there. But just because I'm a little bit of an ass, let's look at the quick start guide. Steam Link quick start guide. Alright. Has nice pictorial diagram saying PC to your internet connection, and it suggests an Ethernet connection. From what I've heard, I will be trying this device out just to see how it works. But from what I've heard, it's much better to use Ethernet for your connection, at the very least, between your PC and your router. If you're using Wi-Fi from the PC to the router, and then Wi-Fi from the router to the Steam Link, you're not going to get a very good gaming experience unless you have extremely fast internet and don't live near very many people. So if you're in like an apartment or something, you're basically required to be wired in on both ends, or else you're not going to get a very good connection. From what I've heard. I live in a house in a neighborhood with lots of Wi-Fi, but most people are using 2.4 gigahertz, whereas I have very fast 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi at my house. But my computer is wired in. So I'm going to test it out a little bit at some point. That may or may not be in this video. Probably not. It also suggests... So it shows here that the Steam Link has HDMI going out to your TV and power coming into it. And then you can use a controller or a keyboard and mouse to control the Steam Link. And I'll take a look at the I/O on it in a second. Over here it displays wireless connectivity because the Steam Link does have 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, but it doesn't suggest that you use that from the PC to the router because you really shouldn't. On the back here, it says for full Steam Link experience, download Steam, because there's really no real use for this thing without Steam. The Steam Link isn't a computer. It doesn't hold your games, it doesn't run your games, it only relays your games. So that's the quick start guide, and it says on the back link.steampowered.com, so I assume the Steam Link has its own product page. Let's take a look at the product guide. Yeah, it's all various different countries and different languages, safety info. So in the US, it's the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission. In other countries, it's other similar things. And this has all sorts of languages telling you all of that information. So, with everything out of the way, let's get to the link itself, which I'm going to keep over this white background so that hopefully you can see it. So, you can see it's got a Steam logo embossed in it right there with glossy plastic. The actual device is matte on the top, rubberized grippy material, really tight on the bottom, and glossy around the sides, except for the back, which is the same matte plastic. So yeah, it feels very well made. It's a little hefty, so it won't be getting dragged off of your home theater setup, for example. It definitely, because it has the grippy on this side, it doesn't come with a stand, and it has a USB port on that side. I don't believe you're supposed to leave it standing up like that, because it doesn't have the grip, but if you really wanted to, you probably could. I wouldn't suggest it. The main I/O is on this side here, which I'm going to call the back, because when you leave it sitting as it would be in your home theater setup, you've got a side, and the back, whereas the front has nothing on it. That might be an indicator light, but I can't see any LEDs or holes, so I'd have to turn it on, which I will be doing, just not at the moment. So you can see on the back here, it's very simple. It's got... Okay, focus. It's got the power in, 2 USB ports, which I would assume are USB 2.0 because it's not meant to use external storage, but either way, it's probably adequate for using your mouse, keyboard, or controller. It's got an Ethernet port, which is gigabit Ethernet, and then it's got HDMI. I'm not sure what version of HDMI is included on this device. I'd probably have to hunt through the copyright info to find out. But again, it doesn't do 4K as far as I know, so you really don't need a very high version of HDMI in terms of the spec for the port to do 1080p at 60 hertz. And that's really all this thing is built for, is 1080p 60 or less. So that's the end of this unboxing here. This video is just an unboxing because I haven't gotten a chance to plug it in yet. All I did before making this video was cut off all the tape in the box, so I haven't had a chance to even turn this thing on yet. I'm going to give it a try, and I may or may not record another video as more of a review of the actual device and its function in my setup. But like I said, I don't have an actual utility for it at the moment. So if you like this video, feel free to give me a like down below. If you didn't like it, you can comment, let me know why. I read all my comments and I might respond if you're being respectful. If you are interested in the Steam Link, you missed out on it being $1 or so in the in a recent kind of under what am I trying to say? Not very well advertised sale between this and another game that was included. But it's not a very expensive device. I think it's $50 max price, and it is good at what it does from what I've heard. If you want to see more tech things, gaming things, other things from me, or you like my voice and you like the format here of my hands doing things, you can subscribe to my channel and go check out other similar videos I've done in the past. And that's about it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Soul Closet out. Bye.